Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Finally, after 4 months of damaging headlines and much internal gossip at the BBC, bosses at the corporation met to discuss the verdict of their long-running investigation into strictly professional dancer Giovanni after his actress' former partner complained he had bullied her during training. There was much relief among many, deeply protective of the BBC's flagship Saturday night show and with the broadcaster's reputation on the line following the Who Edwards scandal, that the truth was to be learned ahead of a public announcement 3 days later on July 29. Today, the Mail on Sunday can reveal that Mr. Pernice, Strictly's longest-serving male pro, was to be exonerated after Amanda Abbington's accusations that he had displayed bullying behavior in rehearsals last year. The 33-year-old Sicilian strongly denied any wrongdoing. Even Abbington, whose side of the story has been well documented in the media since January, told other members of the Strictly 2023 intake that he was going to be cleared. She was, say those who know her, not happy about the expected decision. But BBC insiders say there was no evidence that Mr. Pernice had bullied her. In fact, what they did see was proof that Abbington was very grateful for his help. The BBC wanted to exonerate Mr. Pernice because nothing that Amanda said stuck, said a source familiar with the scandal. There was absolutely nothing there to get him on, and, from the messages they saw, the picture was quite the opposite. He had been very supportive of her. Even Amanda admits she can be a nightmare. She can get very angry and then calm down quickly. It's how she is, and Giovanni tolerated a lot, so they were absolutely going to clear his name. Amanda had been telling her friends that she knew Giovanni not going to be found guilty. It was obviously a huge disappointment for her after investing so many months in her complaint. To make matters worse for Abbington, 50, who's been in TV's Sherlock and Mr. Selfridge and is appearing on stage in Finsbury Park, North London, there was also a 28-minute audio tape of a conversation which Mr. Pernice's team believed showed that far from bullying her, he was hugely supportive. Mr. Pernice handed the inquiry a dossier of screenshots of WhatsApp messages between the pair, in which she gushes at how helpful he has been, how much she likes him and apologizes to him. It is said to be clear from the evidence that Mr. Pernice had found himself managing vulnerable Abbington's emotions on many occasions. The decision, however, left bosses with another headache. How would they present the findings without having to imply in any way that they thought the actress was lying? The problem they had was how on earth would they deliver it without having to basically say that she has been out to get Giovanni. Everything is so thin. And BBC bosses pointed out that it wouldn't be a great look for the corporation to take the side of a man and risk implying they hadn't believed the female accuser. This view is said to have been exacerbated by the broadcaster's increasingly woke agenda that has engulfed its employees in recent years. The thought of telling the world that they didn't believe a woman would go against absolutely every bit of their DNA. Imagine having to imply that a woman is a fantasist. That is just so un-BBC. It is a nightmare, an utter mess. While Abbington is said to have known she was facing the reality that the inquiry was not going to go her way, she was reportedly crestfallen. She had, after all, made several claims, including one that her dance partner had bruised her foot during training. But now it can be revealed that she is so determined to win her case that she is having what friends of Mr. Pernice describe as one last throw of the dice, by telling the BBC about a short video clip he shared with her on WhatsApp. Sources within the corporation say it is sex-related, but in its nature was very much banter. And apparently, at the time Mr. Pernice shared it, Abbington found it funny. At that point they were friends and getting on well, his supporters claim. The clip was the sort of thing that might be shared around a group on a stag do. It has a sexual theme but all very jokey. Yet if someone wants to say they are offended by it, that's their right. Friends of Mr. Pernice insist that she found it amusing at the time and it didn't seem inappropriate to